So this morning, at around 3:30 a.m, my cat finally passed away. He'd been having trouble breathing for months, if not years, and finally succumbed to it last night. And I thought I'd capture this because it sort of plays into the theme of the channel. You know, we all come and we all go, and we all know that, but we all act like it's just not inevitable. But it's kind of part of the game, part of the simulation, so to speak. So that's my morning. You know, yesterday I looked at him and I said to Margot, I think he's dying. And then at 3:30 I woke up to a cack.
Uh-oh.
So I went over and there he was dead on the chair.
Well, we had a good day.
It just hurts. I was realizing as well, like, how much that cat has taught me.
Yeah.
Like, I look back on it and that cat's taught me unconditional love.
Yeah. Amazing. Me too.
Taught me, like, how to, like, you know, regardless of how you're feeling, to just lie on the couch and let the cat get on you and just get back to neutral.
That's right. He'll take your sorrows away.
Yeah.
Well, I'll miss him, for sure.
Yeah.
He's one of the few cats, besides my own cat years ago, he's the only cat I've ever bonded with.
This is Thor. He was about 16 years old. He was a rescue kitten in 2009, and when I moved to America in 2012, Thor stole my heart, and he was my little buddy ever since. I can't tell you how many hundreds, if not thousands of hours I've spent with this cat on my chest, just counting my blessings, as he gently massaged my energy back to a place where a lot of the frustration and anger from my childhood trauma just dissipated. In recent years, he's had problems breathing. The vets think it was an upper respiratory issue that was just never quite solvable. And today, Thor decided he'd earned his wings.
You were saying before at the cafe about Thor, how he's inspired you in your own life.
I remember him so distinctly during the evacuation, which was a terrifying experience.
During the January 2025 fires, Jeannine came to our house as the city had cut all electricity. We were eventually evacuated for the Sunset Fire, but before then, Thor took wonderful care of Jeannine in our living room.
When I was trying to go to sleep, he laid right next to me, and I was so grateful for that. He just never left. He just stayed there. The moment I met that cat, I liked him.
Yeah.
And I remember him crawling all over me, and you're saying, careful, he has sharp claws, and he'll crawl all over your head and back, and I didn't care.
Do you remember my friend Michael Saddington from Australia?
Oh, yes, very well.
So when he came to America one time and he came to our house, we didn't realize that he was wearing this fancy new cashmere sweater that he'd bought and probably paid too much money for, and he loved it. And within moments of Thor being on it, there were pulled threads.
Is Michael a cat lover?
I don't know generally, but when it comes to Thor, even people who weren't cat people were just blown away by that cat.
Yeah.
There was something about him that was just so deeply spiritual and loving. I always said that he was my little Buddha. Because if you were having anything going on in your life, you'd go home and you'd sit on the couch and he would pop out of wherever he was, he'd run over to you and he'd position himself right on your chest, on your heart chakra.
And look at you, yeah.
And look at you and purr. And you could just feel that, like, whatever you were going through really didn't matter, and you could feel the anxieties disappearing. And
yeah, that's exactly what I felt during the fires.
the level of, like, unconditional love that cat embodied, it changed me. I think it changed everyone who met him.
Amazing kid. Amazing.
I think the thing that I've noticed this morning, that old lady having coffee with her dog this morning.
Oh, yes.
And then the dog behind us, Soup, the corgi.
Yes, corgi, yes.
Noticing the relationship that so many people have with animals, and we just take it for granted, but it's often so much more healing than it is with some humans. We just have so much more intellectual and emotional challenges in the human relationships.
It's so much more honest too with your dog or your cat.
Yeah. It was really tough this morning just looking at his little dead body.
I just have to believe that they think about death very differently from the way we do.
They say that cats know when someone's going to pass, so they probably knew it ahead of time.
And they grieved earlier.
Well, if they grieve at all.
Yeah, if they do.
I look at Charlotte, who is the love of his life. She doesn't seem to be grieving. She's looking for him, but she's not crying the way I was crying this morning, that's for sure.
Right.
Given how low we were both feeling, we decided we'd drive to Wrightwood.
You know, I'm kind of grateful that he's passed because he was having so much trouble breathing for so many years.
Yeah, right.
In the end, I spoke to the power that is above me, whatever you want to call it, and I said, look, if it's meant to be, let him last till Tuesday for the appointment, and if it's not, help him pass quickly. And within 6 hours of that prayer,
He was gone.
I woke up to a noise that I will never forget and found my little baby boy passed away on a chair with his little love Charlotte looking over him. So
I once experienced with a human the death rattle,
yeah,
and you never forget it.
no,
It's a different sound from anything on earth that you've experienced.
yeah, his was loud.
And you know what it is.
Yeah, yeah.
We're in the mountains. Makes me feel lighthearted already.
Yeah. Thanks for being my drive buddy, Jeannine.
Thank you for being my driver.
I have such a deep gratitude to this cat for the amount of learning that I've received. You don't even realize you're receiving this learning just through the example of a creature being so loving.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there's times where I was going through things and he was trying to love me, and I might have been frustrated and been like, oh, not now. And I sometimes might have been short and said, get off, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But it never affected him, and he'd always come straight back with love.
Yeah, right.
And when he'd come straight back with love, he'd say, now? Can I be on you now? And I couldn't ever push him away the second or the third time. I couldn't.
Yeah.
Because I'd be like, okay.
When I woke that morning, I knew the only thing that would get me centered would be a drive up into the mountains. I think Jeannine needed the same thing. Even though we both never said it, I think we both needed this drive. We didn't know why, but we were being called to Wrightwood. And so we drive all the way through Angeles Crest, all the way through the deserts north of San Gabriel Mountains. And eventually we arrived at Wrightwood, which held a surprise that would change our mood. An event that neither of us knew was taking place, but was just the medicine we needed.
What is this?
A Model A 28 Roadster on a 32 frame with a 30s flathead. With all the carburetors working right, it's pushing about 210 horses.
Pretty light.
Weighs like 1,800 pounds.
So 600 kilograms?
Yeah, I think so.
Dude, that's nothing.
Yeah.
Did you build this?
Me and my dad did, yeah.
I know how long it would have taken you, so thank you for your work, man.
Yeah, we found it underneath a motorhome in 95. First drive was in 2009.
Wow. It's got to feel good, huh?
Oh, it feels real good.
Nice one. Well, great to meet you, brother.
Nice to meet you too, I'm Walt.
Walt, Ian.
Nice to meet you, Ian.
surprise.
Really was.
Little festival, nice people to talk to.
But distraction only lasts as long as the distraction lasts. Rest in peace, Thor. Love you, little guy. Dig the ride? Like, comment, and subscribe. This episode brought to you by The House, independent Mini Cooper and BMW repair. Check them out at thehouseauto.com.